I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me.
Well, Coach, the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Gets fielded in the end zone, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go, 488. All day. Here we go, 46. 51 combined. Go on to 53. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long time.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They just get the play off. Now Prescott escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
No. It was 1 to 54, right in. It was 1 to 54, right in. 51, Mike slant.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, here's Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Mike 55. Mike, easy alert.
Throwing to Stafford. Incomplete. Amendola had it and lost it, and it's 3rd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Here we go again.
Zebra.
55. Mike 55.
Back to throw, Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Let's go. We got this.
Stafford on first down. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 3 receivers head out right, 1 to the left on 2nd and 3.
Hey, 70.
Again, it's Stafford. His throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll run. Anderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tight dog. Hey, chill. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Austin's got it left side. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Here we go. Line angle. Here we go. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line angle. Coming up to you. Shut it up. Here we go. 46. 46.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. On the return, here's Agnew. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second down and 4. Stafford, catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 12 yards there and a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Stafford. The left side completion to Jones. 16 yards, a first down.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. C.J. Anderson, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Shot 31, shot 31.
Throwing again. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Set, waiting. Alert. Just like that. Just like that.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And it's now 14-0.
Next to score, Lions 14.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To throw again on second down. Stafford under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Blue 60. 54
Mike. Bound to lose one.
59.
Switch. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 17 yards.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Check 32. 54.
Let's go, D. Mike 5-4.
Hey, wahoo.
Hey, let's get that.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a...
Oh, Prescott stripped, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Exit. Hey, easy.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Following the fumble recovery, Stafford. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Stafford. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 3-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Let's go.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll run on first down. It's Anderson. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down.
Flight.
48.
Bravo.
I got it. Watch that. Switch.
Here's Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now it's Stafford. And a 7-yard the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Mike, set, 180.
Check me out. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Anderson. Anderson loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Tackle made by the third-round pick out of Louisiana, Tracy Walker. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play.
I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Cooper was the target there.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Now Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Stafford now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Here we go, go to 54, go to 54, 180. Here we go, 47.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go, 180. Here we go, going to 54, 180.
Hey, let's go. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
47.
Double up. That's it. Double up.
Gun.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
Oh, here we go. Oh, big end.
Here we go, kill.
Off. 951. Hey, watch the slant.
26.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Austin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They have the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Now Stafford. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a run with Anderson. A gain of 3, second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Go. Don't get nervous. Kill. Kill.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Stafford now to throw. Screenplay, Anderson. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Let's go.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Stafford going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Shift. Hey, give me radar.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And this is caught at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And goal. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Coming to you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jalen Smith showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, Stafford. His pass caught at the 4. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now Prater to add the PAT. And that stretches the lead to 27. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Devon Kennard with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Check, blue 60.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Amendola catching it left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Check, 280.
55. I'm here all day.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better.
I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them